Paru, being the absolute shit stirrer that she is.
Of course she is. Yes.
Takes
Only have 25
the
words.
stone and goes, Pinball Master Artificer Glitter Wizard. Did you ever work on automatons? Also, Googling yourself? Really?
Typing. Anyway, you get back from Pinball. First of all, how dare you snoop into my research terms? Second of all, I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Of course I make automatons. It's artificer is the second word on my business card. Didn't even read it when I came. That is what you get back.
Afraid.
Okay. Paru, as you're saying, yep, that's a yup on the that's a positive on the construct. And you and then ding 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 and a hunk of raw platinum falls out of your mouth. The size of like the size of like a Wonder Bread sandwich.
Jesus Christ.
Like this big.
Now, I never said I didn't admire your plumage, because it's quite luminous. I know words.
Digging the hole deeper. The Mechanist Authority would have had to beseech the archive in order to gain access to send information there. They would have had to pay homage, and in exchange they would have received something from the archive, almost a cipher of sorts. It would be from that place.
That could work.
You would have
Where
to
would they keep that?
retrieve it. Of
Do you think
course.
keeping everybody's memories in the archive?
I have found nothing of that sort here, but that does not mean it's not there.
Like they're just constantly transferring the information over there so that no one remembers?
That's why they have cameras watching all the time, so they had a way to record it so they could put it somewhere. If that's the only, if they can't destroy it, they have to put it somewhere else.
They showed up on our world supposedly to stop the chaos magic from spreading and destroying things, but then instead they kind of went too far in the other direction.
Chaos.
Yeah, there were chaos magic spots apparently ready to burst underneath the island.
You said he's... Mertenshaw, you said he's trying to take the surface of the island or wage war.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That would be enough power to get him to the archive without... He'd punch a hole. Wouldn't need to beseech anyone or sneak his way in. The owl kind of ruffles her feathers a little bit. I have an alternative thought. I am more of a passive force here. Not, I do not bear nearly as much power as Yugrita herself would have. But I could do a little. Theoretically, I could do to her what they've been doing to our dear Boolean here. Change the parameters of what they're looking for to retire.
So, like, send her to the scrap heap instead of sending her to the archive.
Well, at least have them chasing her around if she's still here.
I think every little bit helps, so I don't see any reason why not.
Let's do it.
Are we leaving you here?
I'm afraid you'll have to.
What about Boolean?
Boolean is a very smart person. He'll be fine. She flutters over to his shoulder. You're not coming with Oh, silly. Little headbutt on him. All right. He pulls out this tablet and shows it to Amadine, who's just like, yeah, that's fucking weird. Okay, yeah. And you see it's written in Celestial. It's a mix of Celestial and, like, Mechanist language, so there's a lot of math and bullshit on it. Okay, so I can, I could focus on just the Celestial stuff. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can try this. I can make this work. And Amadine starts writing in the air on the wall of this building, and is writing in Celestial in these long, like, swirly, beautiful, ornate language that is Celestial. It's like a mix between music notation and, like, mandalas. Like, it's sort of a mix. And it's Gallifreyan is what I'm saying. It's,
I love it.
And so as she's writing all of these in, you see them start to, they go from almost a very vague, iridescent kind of, like someone took a glow stick in a photograph, to almost like burning a little bit into the material, and then you see it start to shift more extraneous pieces of the building, and they start like, and it's almost like she's forming a door out of the material. It's like kind of she's sort of like brute forcing her way into making a door by using the symbols on the
Solely, I could call Solely and be like, hey, can you pull that book off your shelf and open it up and just like, you know, put it face down on top of the other book and just kind of shake them and see what happens.
Just shake them together. You want her to do some sort of simulated sex act with the books. Just that's how it works.
Yeah, listen.
You could just ask her to stack them, or put them on the same shelf.
I
Put
mean,
them next to each other.
Fun.
This is how erotica is born.
This is how the erotica was born, when someone tried to get two books to do it.
I remember
no!
that sketch
Hold on.
from I Love Lucy.
Uh-oh,
What?
no. What just happened?
No, I just have to know what she wrote.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You didn't think the
Whoa.
rest of you were exempt if the room's in chaos. Have fun, everyone.
I mean, she looks over at Blaine. I'm pretty sure this means I have no gag reflex.
You didn't need to say that, everybody. But noted. And
What's a gag reflex?
we're not talking about this right now. And with that, we roll 3 times on the wheel of causality. Let's find out. Look at that, I got the colors right. Harlan, we'll go with Harlan first.
What I do?
Party foul. Cool. You drop your shovel.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Falls on
I
the floor.
pick my shovel up.
You drop your shovel again. Ding, ding.
Drop it again.
I pick my shovel up.
If it doesn't fall this time, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to knock it
No,
down.
no,
so I
it
can
falls out
watch
of his
this
hands.
one
It
more
slips
time.
like whoop. It's the ground.
Well, I'm a little bit of a butterfingers today.
You should just pick it up.
Harlan attempts to pick it up.
Amadine.
I'm just standing like 10 feet back.
So, Oliette, Amadine basically Green Lanterns a lasso around you and goes, we're done with this, and just starts pulling you into the void. By which I mean we're rolling for Oliette next.
Amazing.
Pyro goes into the void. After
And
roll-
appropriately, Oliette gets... that's a bad joke. You got eat me. So I need a D12 from you.
Keep dropping that though.
that I have no idea what
one.
that is.
Oh, well, that's less fun. That's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. if it had been if it had been the opposite, if you'd rolled a 12, it would have been really fucking funny just now. You would have been all like the stormtrooper in the first Star Wars movie. So you walk into the, you walk into the door frame. No, you walk into the doorway, not into the door frame, and have absolutely no awareness of the fact that you just grew 1 inch. It's like your heels are getting higher. No, but you physically are getting taller.
Okay.
So let me make a note of what's happening, because there's several things now to keep track of. Thank you so much, Alora. And Beza. Spin.
Here we go.
Shamogram. Okay, this is hard for Beza. This is gonna be interesting. So the shamogram is every scene you have to confess to something embarrassing about your character's childhood. So what I'm getting is you confess to everyone thinking back on something you have done during the campaign that was embarrassing. Because it's literally your child. I will say this: you have free reign to make something up that happened while you were training in the book. If you want to just say something happened in the book that was off camera, you are free to do so. But at least once per scene, you have to confess to the group something embarrassing that you did as a child. Okay. So,
My new favorite thing. I wish we had all rolled this.
Yeah, one time at Hunter's Camp. Thanks, Kyle. One time during Hunter's training.
and who said anything? Paru, what was the last thing you said? Like, how do we get out of the book?
Yeah, I said, how do we get out of the dark place? Do you want me to turn on some, like, do we want some magic mushroom glowy? No? Okay.
Type for a second. Zoli is going to put the books together, so if we just give her, either a minute or a year, I don't super know, but we'll just hold tight, and then we'll just hopefully scoot on through.
Scoot on through.
I don't know.
No, you hear that in your voice back at you.
Shit.
That's right. That's right.
In the darkness.
Wait, there's more than one of you?
There's more than one of you?
Beza
I don't know
doesn't
if
say
I've-
anything. She puts a hand up like one of her hunter signals that she's used before to get you guys to stop. Yeah, and
But we can't see.
I thought we could
we
see.
can't-
Shut your fucking mouths.
Basically, she gestures at everyone and then like zips her lips.
No one can see you.
Oh, it's pitch black.
It is pitch black in here.
Okay, I missed that part. I thought we still had the light from the lantern with the dancing lights.
It went pitch when you came in here.
Gotcha. Okay. Then shh.
Shh. You hear a couple more words. The voices are coming from all around you. And thus it was that the Kenku were forever cast out of the land of the spoken. For the Raven Queen's fury is far, far sharper than anything to be found in the shadow. So we're gonna get out of the shadow place? You hear Paru echoed out of her mouth. Amadine stays at the door, urges Bullion in. Malfrida goes in after. Y'all go?
Haru goes a little bit slower and leaves her last tier of Gaia right there, just as she goes through.
Like, you hand it to them or you put it on the ground?
I put it on the ground for them as a...
Haru, come on.
I'm coming.
Elaine's got a handout for you.
She takes it.
And you will each make your way out, and the last thing you see before the door closes behind you is Sizzle looking down at the tier, which has got this little green glow and this energy to it, sort of swirling around on the inside. And she very gingerly crouches down and starts picking it up and just kind of like holding it close.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there was this one time during Hunter's training that I fell into a thing of quicksand over there.
Huh?
My dad forgot I don't have to breathe, and he was crying for like a week.
Because you were in there for a week. He thought
it
you
took
were
me a long
dead.
time to figure out how to crawl out. I couldn't see anything.
Oh,
So don't go that way, is what I'm hearing.
All
I
I'm
literally
hearing,
had sand in my eyes.
my baby. All I'm hearing is him wailing, and then her offering him a tissue. Thank you, Mason. Mason.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
So he didn't stop crying for a week. He wouldn't stop hugging you for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got carried around like a backpack.
Yep. It was a Beza Bjorn. Paru, you and Villain are scoping out and call it a hunch that he'd probably be near the bar where the food is. And you find a little throng of people gathered at the bar where someone has constructed a elaborate Rube Goldberg machine sort of thing out of tavern materials that results in the end with a shot being dropped in a glass. And when it hits the bottom, I was like, yes! And you see a scrawny but a little filled out, maybe 16-year-old Toshi going, yes!
My heart.
And he's super excited. And yeah, so you see him and he's super fucking excited. That he got he's getting like pat on the backs. He's like, yeah. And Villain is like, oi! Stop fucking around! And his ears perk up, and he looks over and sees both of you. And he just
Haru
like,
is definitely holding Villain's hand if Villain is allowing it.
yeah. And Toshi jumps off the bar, like over some people. And I was just like, whoa, Jesus. And he barrels